2011 1CKA. Age is beauty and beauty is age. 2011 Chevy Tahoe, 5.3 liter and a 6L80 transmission. Customer states that the shutter vibration at highway speeds and it no longer goes into fourth or fifth or sixth gear. There are quite a few questions that have been raised to answer with issues with the first, second gen, and third gen vehicles. With these year models, usually you can get about 200,000 miles out of them. Note the Tecum part number. Another issue we're going to look at is in the TCC regulator solenoid valve. It likes to break the spring and causes shutter vibration in V4 mode only. There are 6 bolts that need to be removed from the valve body assembly from the case in order to take down the upper control valve body, lower control valve body, and the Tecum. And it is an EP10 eTorx Plus socket. One thing we're going to look at with this unit here is built with the 7 check ball design, and we'll be updating the separator plate, and we're going to do some modifications to the TCC regulator solenoid valve lineup. This is the original one. The spring here likes to break and will cause a shutter vibration in V4 mode only. What we're going to do in this section of the valve bore, we're going to go all the way through and bore out a 40 thousandths hole into the upper control valve body. And we're going to take this one orifice in the separator plate and block it for a potential on-off lockup system. So somebody's lucky that I have a core. The 456 clutch hub and input shaft are damaged, completely stressed and probably warped more than anything. The 3.5R clutch is fine. The 2.6 clutch is fine. The low in reverse. The 1, 2, 3, 4 clutch is completely shot, and the 4, 5, 6 is non-existent. We're going to be putting a new drum in it, a new Sonex 1, 2, 3, 4 piston. The output planetary ring gear with output shaft has an updated design. This is the second design, well, first design. Yeah, the second design is one encapsulated piece. The planetary gear set in this one does not come out entirely at one time. Usually I have to take the snap ring out and pull the ring gear here on the top. There are 2 ring gears, one at the top, one at the bottom in this section. The kit, if you want to update it to the second design, will internal ring gear and output shaft, and you have to update the speed sensor harness. The height of one of the speed sensors to the rear for the output is taller. The pump pocket is damaged. We're going to get a new bell housing, and the pump body I'm going to have remachined. Our pressure regulator valve in this unit is not completely worn out. That is something for discussion to talk about, that with the engine torque management on the earlier gen models like 13 and prior, you would have a less likely of the pressure regulator valve wearing out in the bore, because it is under a different duty cycle than the later models, 14 and later. Luckily for this customer, I have core parts for this unit. Core parts ain't free.